Now at 5, the Battle Mountain Fire Complex continues to grow in Umatilla County. We'll have the latest. Plus, know your zone. Our Josh Colbreth has some helpful reminders when it comes to really understanding when and when not to leave in case of fire. Also tonight, Blue Bridge traffic at a standstill today because of 2 reasons. We'll explain, and Tiffany has your forecast. We are talking...
This is Apple Valley News Now at 5 on your side.
Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Alyssa Warner. As we start a new week, more wildfires continue to burn. Over the weekend, the Umatilla County Sheriff's Office provided new information regarding the Battle Mountain fire. Now, things are getting tight.
Things are tight-lined almost all the way around. We're evaluating some interior pockets and things like that. We've been using aircraft, dozers, crews, local dozers, local folks, whatever we can get to hold on to that fire for the last 36 hours since we took over these 2 fires.
The Battle Mountain Complex fire includes 3 fires: the North Fork Owens fire, which has burned almost 4,000 acres, the Snake fire, which has burned more than 13,000 acres, and the Monkey Creek fire, which has burned a little over 25,000 acres. Containment for all 3 combined is holding at just 10%. Now, another big fire with more containment is the Lone Rock fire. That's burning just west of Highway 207. It's burned more than 124,000 acres. Crews have 40% of that fire contained. And near Pendleton, the Pilot Rock fire is still growing, about 400 acres in size, and last check, the containment is at 0%. Now, parts of Umatilla County have changed the way evacuation orders are announced. Our team coverage on fire season 2024 continues with Apple Valley News Now's Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth showing us how important it is to know your zone.
Well, if you've been paying attention to our fire coverage over the past couple of days, you probably noticed that the Umatilla County Sheriff's Office is now issuing evacuations based off of zones, and they look like this. These are just sample zones, but that's what they look like. And they have implemented this system to the south of Interstate 84. So to the north of there, it's still traditional evacuations, like to the north of this street, to the east of this street, for this community. But to the south of I-84, it is the zone system. So in order to know your zone or to find your zone, type in your address at protect.genesis.com/search. Again, that would be for Umatilla County to the south of I-84. And for, just in general, zone or no zone, here's how you can sign up for emergency alerts. For Umatilla and Morrow counties, go to oralert.gov, type in your address and sign up. And then for Kittitas, Yakima, Benton, Franklin, and Walla Walla counties, so essentially all of our Washington counties, go to mil.wa.gov/alerts, #local, find your county and sign up, as it just might save your life this fire season.
Thanks, Josh. Now, Apple Valley News Now is on your side for all fire season. We have updates on demand and the latest on evacuation levels. You can check those out on our website, applevalleynewsnow.com, or download our app and make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel as well. Now, the question now is a cool down coming? Meteorologist Tiffany Savona is in for Stacy tonight with a first look at the forecast.
Good evening, Alyssa, and we're already a little bit cooler, if you can call 97 cooler. We were in the triple digits this past weekend, so we're starting to see temperatures coming down, and that will be the trend as we head through the rest of the week. But it is a bit hazy out there, as we take a live look out of our Legends Casino Hotel Skycam in Richland. 97 degrees at this hour. Winds are out of the southwest at 9 miles per hour, and we still have that wildfire smoke lingering. The air quality is the worst where the wildfires are burning, so into southern portions of Umatilla County and into portions of Union County. But the rest of us in that yellow category, indicating that it's probably not going to bother you. You're probably just noticing that haze out there. Now, the smoke will linger as we head into the evening hours, as the winds are still going to be breezy out of the south and west. Look how strong they are over toward Ellensburg, Toppenish, Goldendale. These are sustained winds between 20 and 30 miles per hour. That's where the winds will stay the strongest tonight. So that haze will linger. It'll start to thin out as we get past midnight and head into tomorrow morning, but we could see a little bit more haze develop tomorrow afternoon, especially from Walla Walla down into Pendleton and Heppner. So if you have any evening plans, haze, sunny, 92 degrees by 7. We're dropping into the 80s by 9 after sunset, and we're in the 70s by 11 o'clock. We'll let you know when those highs will drop into the 80s. Yes, 80s coming up in a little bit. Alyssa, back to you.
Thanks, Tiffany. Now, we've thrown a lot of wildfire information at you just in the first few minutes of this hour. Those are just the ones prompting evacuations, though. In Franklin County, a large fire burned east of Colotis on Sunday, and this is in a really remote area where even FM radio coverage is limited. But firefighters still have to spend hours working to get ahead of the flames, regardless of the temperatures. Now, this fire particularly grew quickly enough that Franklin County Fire District 2 called for state help within just a couple of hours of the fire being discovered Sunday morning. People I spoke with today credited aircraft assistance from the state with helping stop this fire. The cause is under investigation. And with fire season and the triple-digit temperatures we've seen, they haven't made it easy for firefighters all across the region. Fire crews from city and county agencies are still working around the clock right now. They're battling multiple wildfires as well as responding to medical calls. It is truly a job that never sleeps, and it doesn't matter what the weather conditions are, even when it is that triple-digit heat like we've been seeing for the past few weeks. So how do firefighters keep fighting day in and day out?
It takes extra staffing this time of year to bring in extra firefighters just so we have a good replacement cycle of crews working on the fire and then going into rest period, into shade, drinking plenty of fluid, having their vitals monitored, making sure nobody has any signs and symptoms of heat exhaustion.
And coming up tonight at 6, Apple Valley News Now's Monique Ledesma shares what local firefighters are doing to stay healthy while they battle wildfires for hours or even days on end. Worsening fire danger conditions have also prompted forest officials to expand campfire restrictions across the entire Okanagan-Wenatchee National Forest. Stage 2 fire restrictions went into effect on Saturday. That means that campfires are banned across the forest, including in developed campgrounds and designated wilderness areas. Under restriction, the use of wood and charcoal campfires is banned, but you will still be able to use pressurized or bottled liquid fuel stoves, lanterns, campfires, and heating devices if you need heat. In other local news tonight and developing now, a 3-car crash on 395 northbound just before the Blue Bridge today made traffic even worse, with the bridge having only one lane open in each direction. A reminder, when approaching the bridge from either direction right now, remember to use the zipper merge to try to make traffic go more smoothly around that work. Starting today and continuing through mid-December of 2024, the city of Pasco says improvements are coming to the intersection of Burns Road and Broadmoor Boulevard. Work started this morning. The upgrades include new curbs, gutters, sidewalks, and a traffic signal. But during construction, the intersection will function as a 4-way stop until that new traffic signal is operational. It is all part of the broader Broadmoor Corridor project. New tonight, Union Gap police need your help. Detectives are currently investigating a theft that happened at Marshall's, which is in the Valley Mall. These are pictures of the suspect. If you have information, you can send your tip to Crime Stoppers. The number to do that is 1-800-222-8477. You can also do that online by going to p3tips.com. And making political headlines tonight, the director of the Secret Service spent hours on Capitol Hill today answering questions from lawmakers about what happened leading up to the apparent assassination attempt on former President Trump earlier this month. Laura Aguirre reports the hearing at times turned contentious.
And nothing but the truth.
The head of the Secret Service in the hot seat of the House Oversight and Accountability Committee called in to explain how a 20-year-old man with his father's assault rifle accessed a roof and nearly assassinated former President Donald Trump.
On July 13th, we failed. I take full responsibility for any security lapse of our agency.
The committee's chair didn't mince words.
It is my firm belief, Director Cheadle, that you should resign.
The questioning quickly became tense on a variety of concerns, such as why the event went forward even after agents became aware of a suspicious man in the crowd.
So you distinguish between someone who is suspicious and someone who's threatening, is that right?
We do. There are a number of times at protective events where suspicious people are identified.
Also questions on whether Trump's team was denied additional security ahead of the rally.
Were you guessing or lying when you said you didn't turn down requests from President Trump's detail?
There were no requests that were denied.
Maybe they got tired of asking.
Have you provided all audio and video recordings in your possession to this committee, as we asked on July 15th, yes or no?
I would have to get back to you.
That is a no. You're full of today.
Several lawmakers accused Director Cheadle of dodging their questions. She also admitted that she has yet to visit the site of the shooting.
I will move heaven and earth to ensure that an incident like July 13th does not happen again.
The job description, your task was is to make sure it never happens, period.
I'm Laura Aguirre reporting.
Now, so far, no one has been disciplined in relation to that shooting. The FBI and the Department of Homeland Security are both conducting their own separate investigations into the security failures. And Director Cheadle told lawmakers today she expects her agency's internal probe to take about 2 months. Meanwhile, Vice President Harris welcomed athletes to the White House today, her first official appearance since President Biden announced over the weekend that he is dropping out of the presidential race.
So to all of our athletes, I know it was not easy to make it to this moment. Each of you has faced challenges and obstacles, and you have endured. You have fought back and fought through.
Politically, no serious challenger has emerged after President Biden announced his exit from the race. Some of the Democratic Party's best-known governors, who might pose a challenge if they decided to seek the party nomination, have all announced their support for Harris. We still have lots of news ahead for you. A local pizzeria is hoping to keep the doors open, but they will need a new owner to do it. We're talking about that. Plus, a cool down is on the way. Tiffany was telling us 80s are in the forecast. When will it happen? She's got the details in your First Alert forecast. Stay with us.
I'm Jared Sessler, a Navy veteran, job creator, candidate for Congress, and I approve this message. It was a great honor to receive President Trump's endorsement, and unlike my opponent Dan Newhouse, who joined Democrats to impeach President Trump, I'll be a strong ally for the MAGA agenda. But an even greater honor would be to earn your support. I took an oath to this country when I began my military service, and I kept it. And I'm asking for your vote so I can take that oath once more and serve in Congress as the conservative we deserve.
At Fred's, not only do we guarantee the best prices, we prove it. Our live price card keeps things transparent, showing you real-time prices. No gimmicks, just the best prices on in-stock, get-it-today inventory. And when it comes to beating the big box stores, our prices aren't just competitive, they're unbeatable. Check out how we stack up. Whether it's this amazing new fridge or this energy-efficient dishwasher, Fred's prices are always the best. At Fred's, we sell appliances, only appliances.
So you got yourself a new hat.
Yep, had to. Fired up and fired Biden.
Yeah, well, first we got to deal with that congressman, Newhouse.
That's easy. Not voting Newhouse.
You know, he voted to impeach Trump. I'm not voting for no Newhouse.
How about Jared Sessler?
Sessler the vegan?
Jared Sessler's a vegan.
He's a vegan and he wants to tax our beef.
There's only one choice.
Now, there is only one choice, and that's Tiffany Smiley.
Tiffany Smiley it is.
MWNC Inc. is responsible for the content of this advertising.
If you think Dee Dee likes being cooped up all day, then you'd be wrong. Because Dee Dee knows if you live anywhere near here or there, you're within winning distance of right here, Legends Casino Hotel. Yep, that's how Dee Dee likes to roll. Get out of the house, go have some fun, and play to win. Legends Casino Hotel, because you're within winning distance, and fun is how we roll.
Tiffany Smiley is not who she says she is.
Tiffany Smiley started a PAC claiming to raise money to support conservative candidates, but contributions were funneled to pay off her own $1 million campaign debt.
Of the almost $800,000 she raised, only $24,800 went to candidates. Instead, Tiffany used the money on luxury travel and to try to pay off her massive debt.
Tiffany Smiley deceived her donors. Don't let her deceive you.
I'm Dan Newhouse, and I approve this message.
A lake, a river, and a canal. Fly the Northwest. Apple Valley News Now at 6 Tuesday.
Welcome back. A local pizza shop is looking for a change. Eats Pizzeria and Deli, which is located in Pasco. The owner announced that due to personal reasons, he's looking for a change in ownership for the pizzeria. He says he's looking to sell so that even though he won't be able to run the business, it can still keep going. He also says he's looking to sell to someone with some very specific qualities. We will have more from him coming up later this evening. Now, he says if you are interested in buying the pizzeria and deli, you can just go on in and talk to him. The Yakima School District has announced that Right at School, a nationally recognized provider of before and after school childcare enrichment programs, will be available at their elementary schools for the 2024-25 school year. The district tells Apple Valley News Now the programs will be located at a total of 12 schools. There are more details on the Yakima Public School District's website.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Tiffany Savona.
It has been a breezy day across the Columbia Basin with the highest wind gusts across the Kittitas Valley, where a wind advisory is going to be staying in effect for the next couple of hours. Ellensburg, the highest wind gust got up to 54 miles per hour. Hermiston so far 29, Pendleton 28, Tri-Cities 25, 20 miles per hour in Walla Walla, and Yakima 18. So winds weren't too terribly strong. Obviously, Ellensburg sticking out as those winds will stay quite gusty across the Kittitas Valley as we head into tonight. And that's where the strongest winds are right now. These are the sustained winds. They're at 24 miles per hour in Ellensburg, 32 in Toppenish. But notice how they really start to drop off as you push east into the Columbia Basin and along the foothills of the Blues. And those winds are going to stay up area-wide overnight tonight. It's still hot out there, but we're not seeing triple digits. So that's a treat because we've seen so many days with triple digit heat this month. It has been an incredibly hot July. It's 97 right now in the Tri-Cities, 95 in Prosser, 96 at Hanford, 96 in Yakima, and 91 degrees in Walla Walla, 94 in Pendleton. We're dry, the sun is shining, but you can see the haze out there, and that's due to wildfire smoke, which has made it into the Tri-Cities once again. And you can see that. I'm going to show you the visible satellite imagery in just a second. I do want to show you that there are a couple of lightning strikes, a couple of thunderstorms moving across Union and Wallowa counties at this time. These will continue to push off to the north and east. So those will not be impacting portions of Umatilla County or even portions of Morrow County. But you can see on our visible satellite imagery, you can see where the clouds are. Those are those puffy white looking clouds on the visible satellite imagery. And here's the smoke coming from the wildfires into southern Umatilla County. That's spreading into portions of the Tri-Cities, up toward Moses Lake, and even into Walla Walla and Dayton. So that is where that wildfire smoke is coming from. That has caused a reduce in air quality across portions of Umatilla County and Union County. This is where the air quality could become an issue if you have any respiratory issues. So asthma, you may just want to limit your time outside. Everyone else, we're in that moderate category, so you probably just notice that haze out there. Probably won't bother you more than that. We do have that air quality alert in effect for Umatilla County and Morrow County over the next few days, all because of that wildfire smoke. So you want to limit your time outdoors, especially if you have young kids or if you have any respiratory issue. Let's show you the weather pattern because that is changing finally. Tomorrow, this ridge of high pressure continues to push east, so the peak heat will move east as well. So no more triple digits for us. We're going to see a dip in the jet stream, kind of meander across the Pacific Northwest over the next few days. Now, Wednesday, it's still going to be hot, but it's more seasonable, finally feeling like it should during late July. So overnight tonight, hazy, breezy. Temperatures fall into the mid and upper 50s by tomorrow morning as you're heading back to work on your Tuesday. Tomorrow afternoon, temperatures a few degrees lower than where they are right now. Hazy for some, not as breezy as it was today. 93 in the Tri-Cities, 91 Walla Walla, 92 in Hermiston, and 90 in Yakima. 70 forecast showing that we'll keep it in the middle 90s Wednesday, and then look at Thursday and Friday. Don't get me wrong, it's still going to be very warm, but those upper 80s, it'll feel really nice compared to the triple digits with more 90s on the way this weekend. Yakima 90 tomorrow, 92 on Wednesday, and then several days with highs in the 80s. Walla Walla, a bit hazy tomorrow. Slight chance for the foothills of the Blues to see an isolated shower or storm on Wednesday. We'll watch that closely, obviously, with that lightning threat and the wildfires burning. 80s on tap Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Hermiston hazy tomorrow due to the wildfire smoke. 94 on Wednesday, and we drop it to the 80s Thursday, Friday. Alyssa?
Thanks, Tiffany. Now, coming up next on Apple Valley News Now at 5, why a new study says smoking marijuana during or before pregnancy can have serious effects. Details next.
Josh Cobra, First Alert Weather on Good Morning Northwest from Apple Valley News Now, on your side.
I'm Tiffany Smiley, and I approve this message.
He's been in office way too long. He's completely out of touch. Even voted to give total amnesty and citizenship to millions of illegal immigrants. You might be thinking Joe Biden, but it's Dan Newhouse. That's right. Amnesty Dan and Sleepy Joe work together to encourage the invasion of gangs, drugs, and crime into our communities. So now it's time for Dan and Joe to go.
Stan's gonna ride the Nebula drop tower.
Finally! I'm ready to ascend to the clouds, to go where no dino has gone before. Goodbye, Earth. Hi, Alice!
Whoa! He doesn't know it comes back down?
Apparently not. I'll let you know when I hit orbit. Drop tower, I get it.
Triple Play has fun attractions for everyone, including go-karts, mini golf, and many more, all attached to a cozy hotel.
You thought it would bust through the ceiling?
You came through a portal from another dimension. Weird stuff happens.
Adelante. At last, we can finally have someone who understands us in the state Senate. Maria Beltran understands us because Maria is from Yakima. The daughter of immigrant parents, she's lived the challenges in our community. She'll fight for us hardworking people, so there's more work with better pay. Maria Beltran, so finally the state Senate will have a fighter for Yakima and for us. Maria Beltran, adelante.
It's time to get moving with a new car from Overturf Kia. The new 2024 Kia Niro gives you 3 great ways to save fuel. Available with a fuel-efficient gas-electric hybrid, a plug-in hybrid, or as a full electric vehicle. A new 2024 Kia Niro LX gas-electric hybrid starts at just $28,980. Plus, get 4.99% interest for up to 72 months. Overturf Kia at the base of the Blue Bridge in Kennewick.
I have worked with Senator Curtis King for the past 2 years, and I know how much he cares about the constituents in his district. He is well respected by both parties. He is results-oriented, and he works very hard for the district.
We got to elect Curtis King. He has a proven record. We're very lucky to have him as a representative in the Senate.
There is no better candidate for the job than Senator Curtis King.
I'm Senator Curtis King, and I'd appreciate your support. Thank you.
It's Ultraviolet Safety Month. Remember, UV causes skin cancers. During summer, always wear sunscreen with an SPF of at least 15. More at AppleValleyNewsNow.com.
Sponsored locally by Prosser Memorial Health. Learn more at prosserhealth.org. This is how we care.
Welcome back. A new study indicates smoking marijuana before or during pregnancy can carry serious health risks both for expectant mothers and for their babies. The research comes as more women report using marijuana to ease nausea, pain, stress, and also to help with sleep during pregnancy. The findings come from data that studied over 4.5 million participants and was published in the JAMA Internal Medicine Journal. It found that women who have THC in their systems are more likely to deliver babies with lower birth weights. Their babies also have a higher chance of being admitted into neonatal intensive care units. According to the Mayo Clinic, some pregnant women may also develop preeclampsia, a serious form of high blood pressure, and other pot-related health issues, including lower blood platelet levels. Researchers say the number of women who use marijuana during pregnancy has more than doubled over the past 20 years. High heat can also be especially hard on pregnant women, which can lead to even more complications. Mandy Gaither has more.
Extreme heat and pregnancy. It's not just uncomfortable, but also potentially dangerous.
Pregnant women are at increased risk of heat exhaustion and heat stroke due to the fact that there's a lot of physiologic changes that causes differences in blood flow in their bodies.
Dr. Catherine Caponero, an OBGYN with Cleveland Clinic, says not only can extreme heat be harmful to the person who's pregnant, it can also cause complications for the developing fetus.
So trying your best to do all that you can in your control in order to stay cool and to keep your body healthy is really important for your pregnancy.
To stay safe in the heat, Caponero says try to stay inside during the hottest times of the day. If you do go out, wear light-colored clothing in layers to help keep you as cool as possible. Check the air quality index. Breathing polluted air can cause harm to pregnant people. And finally, stay hydrated. Caponero recommends consuming between 8 and 12 glasses of water a day.
A lot of pregnant women can't tolerate straight water, so sometimes flavoring that with fruits, or even a splash of juice can be really helpful.
Since you know your body best, Caponero says if something doesn't feel right in the summer heat, talk to a doctor.
Making sure that you are watching yourself, taking care of yourself, and listening to your body is one of the best things that you can do as a pregnant patient.
For Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
Well, we do have heat and a little bit of wildfire smoke to contend with. The final look at your first alert forecast is next.
A lake, a river, and a canal. Fly the Northwest. Apple Valley News Now at 6 Tuesday.
I'm Jared Sessler, a Navy veteran, job creator, candidate for Congress, and I approve this message. It was a great honor to receive President Trump's endorsement, and unlike my opponent Dan Newhouse, who joined Democrats to impeach President Trump, I'll be a strong ally for the MAGA agenda. But an even greater honor would be to earn your support. I took an oath to this country when I began my military service, and I kept it. And I'm asking for your vote so I can take that oath once more and serve in Congress as the conservative we deserve.
Drive into summer with the rugged Honda Ridgeline, Passport, and Pilot. Summer is for exploring, so get outdoors, kick up some dust, get muddy, or just find that perfect campsite. All from Honda, the 2024 Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com Best Value brand. So act now to get an offer you'll love. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or hurry into the Honda Summer Event.
See, you got yourself a new hat.
Yep, had to. Fired up to fire Biden.
Now, well, first we got to deal with that congressman, Newhouse.
That's easy. Not voting Newhouse.
You know, he voted to impeach Trump. I'm not voting for no Newhouse.
How about Jared Sessler?
Sessler the vegan?
Jared Sessler's a vegan.
He's a vegan and he wants to tax our beef.
There's only one choice.
Now, there is only one choice, and that's Tiffany Smiley.
Tiffany Smiley it is.
MWSA Inc. is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Wild Horse Resort and Casino is shifting into high gear with the $160,000 Ultimate American Road Trip. Win free play gas cards or cruise your way up to $50,000 cash every Friday and Saturday. Earn entries every day and multiply them on select Mondays. Then, on July 27th, win a new Harley-Davidson motorcycle. Wild Horse Resort and Casino. More winners, more often.
Tiffany Smiley is not who she says she is.
Tiffany Smiley started a PAC claiming to raise money to support conservative candidates, but contributions were funneled to pay off her own $1 million campaign debt.
Of the almost $800,000 she raised, only $24,800 went to candidates. Instead, Tiffany used the money on luxury travel and to try to pay off her massive debt.
Tiffany Smiley deceived her donors. Don't let her deceive you.
I'm Dan Newhouse, and I approve this message.
Next, DT, our exclusive with Grammy host Trevor Noah.
That's like the most selfish reason I do it.
And why he may call in a favor from pal J-Lo.
You just have to do it.
Next, DT.
Tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
Next, ET.
Hello there, I'm Ryan Reynolds.
I'm Hugh Jackman, and we are
here to spill the E.T.
Yes.
Our Deadpool and Wolverine exclusive.
This E.T.
Next, ET.
Tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
Round 2 of Apple Valley News Now's Restaurant Showdown ends tonight at 8. To vote for your favorites using your phone, you can scan the QR code on your screen right now. It'll take you to a link. Or to vote on your laptop or desktop, you can click on Contests at applevalleynewsnow.com. Select Restaurant Showdown to cast your vote. And after voting, be sure to enter to win a $25 gift card from STCU. We have more information, again, on our website, applevalleynewsnow.com. For right now, let's take a final look at your forecast. Here's meteorologist Tiffany Savona.
As we start off tomorrow morning, we're going to be in the 60s as everyone heads back to work. And then look at those temperatures. They're actually right around average. Yakima, 90 degrees, 93 in the Tri-Cities. I don't think it will be as hazy as today, not nearly as breezy as today either. Walla Walla, we could see a little bit of haze down into northeast Oregon because of those wildfires. Highs around 91 degrees in Walla Walla. And we do have 80s back in the forecast as we wrap up the work week. Alyssa?
Thanks, Tiffany. Those 80s are going to feel good, I think. Thank you so much for watching Apple Valley News Now at 5. World News Tonight is next. We're back tonight at 6. We'll see you then.